June 12th, 2016 is going to be a historic day in Dragon Ball as one of the most popular characters in the entire series returns, and that's future Trunks. And those of you who heard my interview with Frieza, you know that I'm able to pull some strings in the Dragon world, and this one was quite a bitch to pull, all right? And I do mean that literally here. Bulma and her daddy designed a special phone that allows me to actually make phone calls outside of my own timeline, all right? Now, I've already called J. Edgar Hoover. I've already called Julius Caesar. We had a long conversation, talked to Saddam Hussein for a little while, but I was thinking, I know who I need to talk to. So I dialed the number to the future, and I've got him right here on the phone. The man himself returning June 12th to Dragon Ball. Please welcome Trunks from the future.
Hey everybody, how's it going? It's good to be here.
Very happy to hear your voice, man. People have been waiting for you to come back for years.
Yeah, I know. I've been waiting to come back for years myself.
Is it boring in the future?
Not really. There's still plenty to do. I mean, rebuilding, like, the timeline that I came from and things like that. When I got hired by Supreme Kai of Time to work at, like, Toki Toki City as a time cop, so that's been keeping me pretty busy, and I get to see a lot of really interesting things in a lot of really interesting eras, so there's plenty to do.
Well, good. It seemed like once you dispatched Cell in when you went back to the future, you killed 17, 18, and Cell. It seemed like that was kind of it. Like, your journey was complete. But how was the rebuilding? I mean, I can't imagine that being easy. I mean, unless you hired a bunch of Mexicans.
We did do that, and that helped the process quite move along quite quickly. But with mother's know-how, she's really smart about this kind of stuff. So, like, after Cell was destroyed, like, there was barely any criminals who posed a threat against me. So, like, dispatching people who were like bandits or anything like that really wasn't a problem at all. So it's gone pretty easily. I mean, like, the resources, like food and stuff like that, it's been a little hard to find, but it's coming along.
Good.
So.
Now, I wanted to ask you, because one thing I've learned through the years about you and the fandom is that you're very popular with the ladies. Now, right, we know when you came back the first time you were a virgin. Did you find someone special in the future since going back? Have you found that lucky lady who's going to polish your sword, so to speak?
Well, I don't want to name names. It's really hard to find, like, time to date. It's just a matter of trying to keep people alive more than anything else. I won't say in my timeline I found someone. Maybe someone, like, I work with. I don't want to say her name, but you can probably figure out who I'm talking about.
Oh, like, it could be anybody. Now, I'll tell you one thing, man. I know that you and her aren't on the best terms, but Toa is pretty attractive, I gotta say. I gotta be honest with you. She's pretty attractive. Don't you hate it? Like, 18 was also attractive, and you had to blow her away.
Yeah, I mean, there's no denying that they're beautiful women, but I mean, with Gohan's training, it was just kind of like, you just have to keep focused on the mission, and you can't really get distracted by that sort of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
I understand exactly what you mean. Now, speaking of 18, I wanted to ask you, when you left to go to the future, 18, obviously Krillin made a huge mistake in not stepping on the remote, stepping on the remote and not taking her out. I'm sure you're aware by now that he actually went ahead and not only married 18, but also had a child with her. Now, the question is, Trunks, man, number one, do you support, like, interbiological relationships here? What do you think about, not only did they hook up, but they had a kid? Does that bug you?
I won't lie. When I first found out about it, it did kind of bug me, but I don't know. Krillin's happy. He needs a little happiness in his life. He hasn't really had much. So,
who's got bigger blue balls, Krillin or you?
Well, considering my hair, I don't know if I should answer that.
But I'm sure all the ladies want to know what the pubes look like, but I'm not going to ask you that one right now.
Yeah, that's a little personal.
A little personal.
But I mean, I've been watching, like, the timeline that I went back to see, and 18 seems like she's not anything at all like the 18 that I, fought. And I can sort of, even though they're the same person, it's like different experiences, so it creates different people, I guess is what I'm trying to get at. You know
I
what I'm saying?
guess. Yeah, that thing never made any sense to me, but this whole series makes no sense. Right.
That's fair. I've seen all of it from like the beginning and the end, so there you go.
Maybe your parts were fun, but let's be real, they don't make any sense.
Yeah, yeah, they don't, but desperate measures,
Yeah, whatever. As long as there's explosions and transformations, that's all we care
pretty
about.
much.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, what do you think about Frieza returning in Resurrection F? I was wondering your thoughts on that because I didn't expect that one. And you made a cameo in that movie. He still thinks about you from time to time, that guy.
Yeah, yeah. I leave impressions on people's hearts, But even when I split them in half. But yeah, in reality, I'd just be more concerned if Cell resurrected.
I understand that.
And
Now,
Cell has more ways to be resurrected. I mean,
yeah,
I don't even think the entirety of the Red Ribbon Army is gone yet. So,
I don't think so either. But that might be a preview of things to come in the future. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not going to give away anything else. So, what do you think about Frieza's crush on the Supreme Kai of Time? We know Supreme Kai of Time is your business partner and your boss in many ways. Do you agree with Lord Frieza's affection? He's in love with her. It's weird.
It is weird. There's no denying that. But I mean, he can keep crushing on her. That's all I'll say.
You saying he can admire from afar?
Yeah, I would say so.
So Trunks, everybody wants to know, man. June 12th, you're coming back. We've heard that there's supposedly a problem in the future with some mysterious villain named Goku Black, Goku Buraku. Now, a lot of people are, oh, is it evil Goku or Goku Dark? No, his name is literally Goku Black. And we don't even know what this Goku Black is. We don't even know if it even is Goku. Can you shed some light on this? Can you tell us who this guy is and what's going to happen?
Well, if there's a black Superman, there can be a black Goku. But I mean, or no. I really can't say much, to be honest. There's not really much to say. I mean, you'll see it when it happens.
So you're saying you're not going to tell us shit until freaking June 12th. That's what you're pretty much saying right now.
Basically, yeah.
All right. Okay. Damn it. Got a few more questions here from some of the listeners here. Slapnutch Crotch Funk 57 writes,
Great name.
Great name, and I'm in no way making that name up, by the way. These questions may or may not be real. How the fuck did it make any sense that Gohan, your teacher, was training for 17 years and still couldn't beat the androids? What's your answer to that one?
Well, I don't want to embarrass him or anything like that, but a lot of those 17 years, from what I could tell, so I assume he was really emotionally compromised or something. So I don't know.
So was he locking himself in his room and you heard weird noises and shit? I don't know if that was. I don't know what was going on there. Is that kind of what you're telling me?
Yeah, something like that. But
Well, I mean, he did have a sign on the door saying "Do not enter," and so I
did have that. I wouldn't really know for sure. I didn't really bother him when he did stuff like that. He did have that, yeah.
I'll tell you what, when I was a teenager and I had that sign, I sure as shit didn't want nobody to come in, but they came in anyways, which sucks.
I don't know. I spent most of my time running from androids when I was a teenager, so I don't really know what that was all about. So.
I don't know how Gohan was able to do it. Next question here from White Black No Race at Google. Okay, whatever. They want to know, why didn't you go to Planet Namek and wish everybody back?
Me and Mother talked about that. But the thing about that is that at the time, the resources that Mother needed could only really build a time machine. She really didn't have the means to be able to build a time machine and a spaceship. It was really more just technologically impossible for her to be able to build something that was powerful enough to not only take me to the past and take me to Namek. So
this is what I think happened, bro. I think what really happened was she probably asked, do you want me to build a time machine or a spaceship? And you said time machine just so you can go back in time and hook up and meet your daddy. That's what I really think happened. Because look, bro, I'm gonna put you on the spot right now. You had some fucking daddy issues, all right? You had some real daddy issues and you wanted to meet your daddy.
Yeah, it was a rough time. It was a rough time. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
And I really was not expecting my dad to be like that when I saw him. So
wearing a pink shirt, you mean?
Yeah, I almost forgot about that. Good grief.
Have you become acquainted with Lord Beerus and Whis in your timeline yet, or no?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I got introduced to him through the Supreme Kai of Time. Beerus is a bit of a loner, so... Well, Whis was nice, and we shared a Sunday together, so that was fun. But yeah, but Beerus, I tried just to stay away from him and let him do him and me do me.
Very
So that was
good.
kind of, yeah.
So we have June 12th to look forward to, right around the corner, the return of future Trunks to Dragon Ball Super. And what can we expect? Can we really expect the series to go back to that era of prominence when, like for example, when you had first shown up to kill Frieza and King Cold, which is a great moment, great moment. Can we really expect it to can we expect a moment like that again? Can you shed a little bit of light on that?
Well, I'll be there. So that's but I can't really give away much if I'm being totally honest, but I never leave my sword. My sword is always there, so,
So you have a
but
new sword now.
yes, I do actually. Yeah.
I
That's
can't wait.
I can't wait to show that thing off. That's going to be fun.
And just to confirm, Tapion did not give you the sword, right?
No.
Good, because a lot of people have that mixed up. Tapion did not give Future Trunks his sword, all right? Let's get that out of the way, people. Trunks, bro, you know how many people ask me that question? It's like, no, he didn't. Now you're hearing it from the man himself, all right? It didn't happen.
There's going to be a point where they're going to have to stop calling me Future Trunks and start calling me like alternate Trunks or something.
I mean, do
You
you
know?
like being called Future Trunks? Because you were the first Trunks. I mean, you came...
Yes. Yes. I mean, I really don't mind it at all. I'm just saying that at some point the me of the timeline that you guys are watching is going to be my age. So,
Well, maybe they should call you FT.
Yeah, that works,
Just to make it easier, real hooded. All right, Trunks.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for spending some time talking to me, bro. I really appreciate it. And I definitely share the community's opinion that we're all excited to see you come back and kick a lot of ass and maybe
Thanks.
maybe even train with Goku and train with your dad, who your dad has become like a really, really big treat every time I see him on Super. He's definitely not the dickhead moron that he used to be. Please don't get mad at me when I say that, but he was a dickhead at
No, he was. There's no denying that. I was there, so.
Yeah, of course. All right. Well, thank you again, bro. And thanks, everybody, for checking out the interview. And thank you for supporting Geekdom 101 throughout the last year and a half or so, however long it's been, year and a couple months. And Future Trunks is coming back, and we'll all watch it together. I'll catch you down the road.